I'm going to continue with module number 1 and just look a bit at our Adobe Illustrator environment. Now, I recommend that you, of course, always dive deeper utilizing the lynda.com tutorials that have been provided with this course for Adobe Illustrator specifically. We'll be looking at some of the ways of working within Adobe Illustrator. To begin with, I'd like to just kind of quickly look at some of the tools that exist within the Adobe Illustrator palette, just to kind of give you a little bit of a kind of a sense of what's sort of like happening here. So again, just to kind of review, I'm going to kind of create up under the File menu a new file, and that's going to be letter size 8.5 by 11. And then with my rectangular tool, I'm going to move my cursor to my printable page and then click, and then I'm going to type 8 by 8 inches to create my composition within my printable page here. Just bring my swatches tab up here a bit. And then I'm going to just up under the select, or up under the object menu, I'm going to select lock selection. So what that does is it will lock down this square composition so that it will not move on me, and it makes it a little bit easier in terms of execution. When I begin to start to add elements to my composition, this won't move on me, and it makes it a little bit easier to sort of like manage within my area here. So I have my selection tool, and that allows me to be able to move things around quite easily within my composition. So for example, if I select the rectangle tool and I just kind of click and drag, if you will, with my cursor and my mouse, you'll see that I can draw various size rectangles within my composition here. So if I select back to my direct selection tool, I can highlight with my mouse, my cursor, I can highlight and kind of light up or activate these elements, okay? So that I know that they are now vulnerable to being filled or stroked, and also that I can easily move them around my composition. So for example, I can select this rectangle and move it to a new location just by simply grabbing it, if you will, and moving it quite easily within my page. Okay, and also if I want to make a copy of this shape, I can hold down my Option key on my keyboard while my finger is continuously pressed down on the Option key. I can move that object while my finger is selecting the Option key on the keyboard, and I can make multiple copies of that rectangle or whatever shape that I desire to copy. So that with the Option key held down, I can easily make copies very easily on my screen, or I can select the object, and then up under my Edit menu, I can select Edit, Copy, and then again up under the menu, Edit, Paste. Okay? So essentially what that does is that when you copy it from the Edit menu, it will hold that shape in the computer's memory. So then, therefore, when I select Edit Paste, it will paste that object back onto or within my composition. So again, up under the Edit menu, you can copy and paste, and if you hold down the Option key, you can also make multiple shapes or copies within the composition. The selection tool also allows you to manipulate with these blue, kind of denoted by these blue bounding, sort of like boxes around the perimeter of the shape. You can literally stretch and change the shape of your rectangle very easily just by sort of like pulling on the corners or on the sides of that vector shape. Okay? Now this works also in conjunction with the free transformation tool, which allows you to not only scale the object, both increase the size or decrease the size, but you can also, if you just place your cursor outside of this bounding box, you can also rotate your shape as well. So again, the direct selection tool allows you to select the object, and the free transformation tool allows you to scale as well as rotate that object. That ends this short lesson.